I'll mute my microphone and you can go for it.
Okay.
Your line is now muted.
Right, okay, thanks for coming, guys. So as you probably gathered, this is about building relationships to grow your business. I'm a massive believer, as I know many of you are. This business is about relationships and people, and it is the core of your business. And by growing and building successful relationships, your business will be more stable. So, what we don't do if we want to build a successful MLM business, believe it or not, I say you don't recruit. What I mean by that, before everybody jumps on me, is if you're going out there with the mentality of you've got to recruit, you've just got to recruit. It is a numbers game, but it's more of a people thing. And if you're going out there trying to recruit everybody, you're just going to repel everyone. Everyone's going to avoid you. No one's going to be interested. You're going to sound like a broken record. I've been there and I've done that and I've learned the hard way. It doesn't work. You need to go out into the world and your everyday business, building relationships with people, not with the intention or trying to actively recruit them. And it just happens naturally. Most of you know, I had a big successful Avon team that I left to come to Clean Easy. My reasons for leaving are irrelevant basically, but I was looking for something else. I came and I had a look at Clean Easy, and initially when I came, I was doing Avon and I looked at Clean Easy when I was looking for alternatives. I contacted somebody pretty big in the business, very big in the business, and I had an hour's conversation with this person. I mean, they're one of the top people in the business, and after that conversation I decided I wasn't joining Clean Easy. This person makes a lot of money, they have everything in place to build a successful business, but I didn't click with this person. I just felt like they were trying to recruit me and I was just another number on their book. I didn't click with them, they didn't have the same values of me, and this person that is massive within Clean Easy didn't manage to recruit me. And in actual fact, I decided I was going to stick with Avon at the time until I spoke to Nick, and me and Nick just clicked, and I joined more or less straight away after speaking to Nick. So it doesn't matter if you're not massively successful already, or if you're earning, you know, millions of pounds, thousands of pounds, or you've got a big flash car, or you've been on this holiday and that holiday. What matters is your relationship with that person, to whether they're going to join. They don't care what business you're in, they're going to join you as a person. So this is something some of you might have seen on my Facebook status the other day. Basically, I love this statement. It's basically, if you want to recruit people to make money from them, then go set up a business and employ people. If you want to help people make money for themselves and have more time to enjoy their lives, then join a network marketing company. And what that basically means is if you're going out there just trying to recruit, then you are basically just doing it for yourself, thinking that these people are going to go out and sell for you and build teams and make you money. Your business won't work. You might sign up a lot of people, but they're not going to stick around. You need to actually genuinely care about these people, build up a solid relationship with them, and care about moving their business forward rather than just what they can do for you. You need to think what you can do for them. So that's a real powerful statement that I'll live by. You know, I have done it the wrong way and it doesn't work. I did it the wrong way for nearly 8 years and it doesn't work. And now I'm doing it the right way and it's working. So I'm not just making this stuff up, this is from experience. So why build relationships? It is a fact, you've heard it 100 times before, but it's a fact that people buy from and join people, not companies. So as I said, a lot of people that join my team or come to me for advice, they're coming to me. It doesn't matter whether I'm doing Avon, Clean Easy, or any other of the companies out there. They're all good companies. They want to join me. They want to be part of my team and part of me. And the same with the people that you connect to. They're connecting to you for you. I mean, sure, you will get people coming along that specifically have looked into Clean Easy and that's what they want to join, but they've come to you for some reason, rather because you've made that initial contact and built that relationship. Or even if it's a completely cold lead, which now and again does happen, you do sign up cold leads that you haven't had time to build a relationship with, but then it is vitally important that you sign them in, but you still work on that relationship, because they won't stick around in your team and they won't succeed otherwise. So you need to build that relationship, or you're going to lose that person. Even if they're good, they'll go to somebody else who's in another network because they've clicked and got the advice and the relationship with somebody else. I've seen it happen time and time again. I've done it myself. I've left because my upline, we don't have a proper relationship, and they used me for their gain. So I left. So you've got to look after people, and you've got to build that relationship, whether it be before you sign them or after you sign them. People like to feel special. Everyone likes to feel like they're important, like they mean something. So, you know, by building a relationship and taking an interest in them and their needs and their wants, and just taking a general interest in them, is going to make them feel special and not just make them feel like a number, somebody you're trying to recruit. You've got to give people time as well. You know, you're building these relationships. There's no point jumping in. You know, you've had a little, I don't mean go and have a little chat to them about their life and then go, oh, that's all very nice. Would you like to now join my business? Let them come to you. Take the time. Don't think, oh, I need to, I've aimed for signing up 2 people this week and I've only signed up 1. I need to get somebody else in, and go chasing them and pushing them, because you just turn them away. Let them come to you when the time's right. And if you let people come to you when the time's right, then those people will flourish. If you bring them in and force them in and try and persuade them to come in, those people will quit because the time's not right for them, so it won't work for them. So you need to bring people in when it's right for them, not for you. And that will give you a long-term stable business. When building relationships with people, you get to learn about them. You get to learn about their life, their dreams, their goals, what's not so good in their life, what they'd like to improve in their life. You know, not everybody, in fact, very few people are driven by flash cars, free holidays, thousands of pounds every month in the bank. Most people can't even comprehend that sort of thing, and it just repels people, puts people off, because they don't think that that's something they can achieve, or it's not something they really want. Most people are happy with their lives and their little families. They just want, some people want an extra 50 quid so they can take the kids on holiday, or they've got a bit of spare money after they've been paid, because all their money goes on the bills. So you need to cater to people and their needs and their wants, and not be pushing into their face and trying to sell the business as some massive flash thing where you can get all these cars and holidays. That will come later as they progress and they've achieved those, what to you might be little goals, but to them are big goals. That will build their confidence, and they'll start to see what this business can actually do for them. And as their business grows and they achieve their own personal goals, they will see what the business is capable of offering them, and their goals will grow with their business, and their dreams will grow with their business. So you need to let them naturally grow, not push them on people. So everyone is different. We've all got different personalities, and I'm a strong believer in, we all have to follow a system. The system's there for a reason. We all follow a system. However, I am a strong believer in, we have to adapt that system to individuals. You know, people are people. We're not all the same. Yes, we need to follow the same system, but some people are nervous about talking on the phone. Some people are scared stiff of putting a catalogue through the door. Some people don't want to spend their lives planning their week to go with their business. It's just a fact, not everybody wants to do that. And if you push it onto them and you just teach the same system rigorously in the same way to every single person, it just doesn't work, in my opinion. You lose people from it. So you, by knowing that person, because you've built that relationship up with them, you can adapt the way that you teach and introduce the system, and how fast or how slow or how you do it. So you need to adapt it to people's personal personalities and, again, their goals and their dreams. So who do you build relationships with? Simple answer to this is everyone. Your customers, your social media contacts, the waitress when you go out for a meal, shop assistant when you pay for your shopping, your window cleaner when he comes to do your windows, your neighbours, your parents at the school, your kids' teachers, your mechanic, delivery driver, local businesses, other network marketers, the postman, your team, your family, friends, friends of friends. That's all I could think of, but I'm sure there's millions more. Basically, anybody you come into contact every day. You know, I mean, obviously we all do leaflets and things like that to attract people to us, but every day you come into contact with people. And when I say build a relationship with them, I don't mean you need to go jump into bed with a window cleaner. Or you need to go out for a drink every night with your kids' teachers, or be best friends with your friends' friends. You know, everybody has a different level. A relationship are on different levels, and they've got to be relevant. So by a relationship, I mean when your window cleaner comes to clean your windows, for example, rather than him just cleaning your windows, knocking on your door, you give him a £5 and say thank you, see you next week, see you next month. You know, start a conversation with him. Just a general chit-chat, everyday conversation. And by doing that, and I don't mean about your business either, I mean just a general conversation, ask him questions about, you know, you've gone on holiday this year, what have you got kids, you know, and just build that relationship. And then every week or month when he comes around, you can carry that conversation on, and it's just building that relationship slowly. And I promise you, at some point during that relationship, it might be weeks, it might be months, it might be years down the line, at some point, the conversation of your business will naturally come into the conversation. And if that person is interested either then or later on, they will come to you. So it's just about constantly keeping in contact with people. Okay, there is an exception to the everyone rule, and that is people that are really negative and drive you down. Don't let people drag you down in life. I recently, in the last couple of years, I've got rid of a lot of people in my life that really dragged me down, and I've just filled my life with positive people, and I won't let anybody else into my life. If they're not positive, then they can go do one, because life's too short at the end of the day. I do have people that are negative towards my business, and I don't waste my time chatting to them or arguing with them about my business. I might chuck in a couple of comments, but then I'll just leave it, because it's a waste of time. It's a waste of my effort, a waste of my energy. It's not worth it. I'll usually leave them in the background on my friends list on Facebook, and just let them watch what's going on. And I've had quite a few actually that have been negative and made negative comments on Facebook about my business. I don't block them. I don't get rid of them. I don't delete their comments, and there's a reason for that, and that's because they don't matter. And I don't want people thinking that I'm trying to hide something and make out that you know, I'm trying to keep it all positive. Everybody's got opinions at the end of the day, and I respect that. So I just leave them ticking in the background, and I have had quite a few of them suddenly like my posts or comment nice things when I've achieved things within my business, and they can gradually see that actually I'm serious about this, and this isn't just chucking a load of catalogues through doors and going around trying to persuade people to join and I want to earn money off them. They can see that actually this is something, it's a proper business, and that respect is growing. But I'll just leave them ticking in the background. Don't waste time on them. So how do you build relationships? Well, as I said, just talking to people. Again, wipe all thoughts of business out of your mind when you chat to people. Just genuinely talk to people. You know, I had an incident when I was getting ready to go on the cruise, and I took my dress in for dry cleaning for the gala dinner on the cruise, and the lady asked me, "Oh, are you off to a ball?" I said, "No, I'm off on a cruise." I didn't mention clean easy or anything. And she just said to me, "Oh, lovely, where are you going?" etc., etc. And I can't remember how it came about, but it was she asked me, and I said, "Oh, my company are paying for me to go on this cruise." And she's like, "Oh wow, I would love that." So then we got chatting about Clean Easy, and she was interested. She's had a catalogue off me, and this was all led by her. So wipe all thoughts of the business out your mind and just let people come to you and let it naturally come into the conversation at some point. I mean, the chances of it coming into the conversation on your first contact aren't always that high. So, you know, that was a lucky incident. But if you can just persevere and build that relationship and wait for them to come to you, don't be tempted to jump in with it. Always be thinking, what can you give to that person of value to them? So, you know, can you offer them advice? Can you give them something like, for instance, local, I've got a local Facebook group. I know I do a lot of Facebook work, that's what I do. This works in normal life as well. A local business Facebook group for my town. And I just posted in there, does anybody want, any local businesses want some leaflets delivered? And I was just going to charge them, like, I don't know, a £5 for 1,000 or something, because I was dropping my leaflets anyway, so it made no difference to me. It was just a way to pay for my leaflets. Anyway, just from that post, I've managed to get my car, gets work done on it for free, because I do the mechanics leaflets at the same time as doing mine. Not any extra effort for me. I've also managed to get 2 full pages printed in a local magazine that's distributed all over locally, completely free, just for helping to distribute the magazine. So that's 2 avenues of business. So, you know, you build relationships with people for your business, but it's not always about recruiting them. You've got that relationship with them as well, so they're aware of your business, so they can still come to you. But there are other ways to benefit your business, and I'm a strong believer in helping and supporting local business, because that's what you are. So, you know, if you can help others out, they're all looking for cheap ways for advertising and ways to build relationships and get the word out as well, so help each other. Be generally interested in their business lives, their stories, their experiences, their products, any common interests you have. When I say products, I've got relationships with an awful lot of other network marketers and other companies. Some of them are very successful within their companies. I wouldn't ever dream of trying to recruit them. But, you know, I give people that are in other companies generic advice. It's all about network marketing at the end of the day. Network marketing, we're all in the same boat. It doesn't matter what company. And I will use products from other network marketers as much as I can. I'm always requesting samples, catalogues. I'm always buying from other network marketers from other companies. And in return, they usually buy from me. So they usually get one of my catalogues too. And if they've got anybody interested in my products or my opportunity, they do refer them to me, and I'll do the same. You know, network marketing is a fantastic industry, and we all need to support one another. And, you know, you never know, out of that, one day, one of these people might end up having a problem or wanting to move on from their company. And who are they going to come to? They're going to trust you, because you never push that business on them. You've got a good relationship with them. You've given them advice without them having to be in your team. You've helped them out with their business. So they trust you, so they will come to you if they ever are going to change companies. So that's not the reason for doing it, but it's there. It's, again, building a relationship. Try to find a common ground with the people that you are building relationships with, so that you're able to genuinely stay in contact. You know, if you try and fake these things, people pick up on that. People aren't stupid. There's no point trying to build a relationship with somebody you just do not get on with and you just don't click with whatsoever. We're all people, and there's plenty of people out there and plenty of business out there, but we don't have to click with everyone. You know, we all want to recruit teams. So, and there's plenty of people out there for us all to be able to do it. So you just go with the people that you click with, and the people you don't click with, leave for somebody else who is going to click with them. So how do you use these relationships to benefit your business? As I said before, let people come to you. Stop chasing people. Don't chase people. You just become a magnet to people. Exchange services with other local businesses. I've already gone through this, haven't I? I've skipped slides again. Remember, when you have got your team, that you are there to serve your team and help them make money, and not the other way around. I can't stress that enough, guys. Yeah, do not think that your team are there to make you money. They're not. You're there to help them make money and achieve what they want to achieve. You naturally get what you want to achieve from that. If you're not going to hit your goals, it's not your team's responsibility, it's yours. Go out and do some more retail, or go and recruit some more people. Your business is your responsibility, and if you're going to bring people into this business, it's your responsibility to make sure that they're achieving what they want. If you try to push them to achieve what you want, they'll leave, and quite frankly, I hope they do. I've been in that situation where I've had upline that have pushed me, and you know, I've been in some horrible situations, and it's obvious people aren't stupid. They know that they're being used, and that's not what networking marketing is about. It's about helping people. Your mindset is everything, absolutely everything. Be positive, be friendly. Stop thinking of everyone as a potential team member or a customer. Just be natural and build natural relationships. So some tips and ideas. I've already gone through most of this. I'm rubbish with this slide thing, but basically buying products from other direct sellers, requesting samples and catalogues. I've already been through that. Support and use local businesses. I've been through that. Go out of your way to do nice things for people in your network and your customers. If you give people a personal touch and you make them feel special and valued, so you're doing things for people that aren't necessarily directly benefiting you. I used to, before I started network marketing full-time, I used to be a waitress in Pizza Express. I was the only waitress in Pizza Express that would actually have customers phoning up on a weekly basis requesting to sit in my section when they booked. We all basically had our own sections when we did our shifts, and we all kept our own tips. They were ours. We didn't share them with anyone, so we were responsible for looking after our customers. Basically, it made us accountable, and I had customers ringing up requesting to sit in my section. Now, I made a thing of, I was only part-time, but if my customers came in that I recognised, I made sure I knew them by name. I had my regulars, I knew them by name. I knew which table they preferred to sit in. I knew what drinks they wanted before they sat down. I never wrote any of this down. I memorised it all. So they'd have their drinks on their table as soon as they sat down. They didn't even have to order them. I knew how they wanted their food. Most of the time, I knew what they wanted to order. If they were going to change it, which most of the time they didn't, but now and again they did, they would tell me straight away because they knew they wouldn't have to order otherwise. I'd even got to the point where I went to the kitchen and explained how they liked it. If they didn't want this on it, or they wanted extra this, they didn't even have to ask me until the kitchen got to the point where they knew exactly. If I put that customer's order through the till, they knew what they had to do to that order. I made them special desserts that weren't on the menu, wasn't supposed to, but I did. And I treated them like absolute royalty. They walked through that restaurant door and they were treated like royalty. If they had children with them, I made sure I entertained the children. I would take the children to help me make the desserts. I even had this special pen I bought that was like a snappy lizard thing, and it had a light on it. All the kids absolutely loved that. So I used to let them look after him for the evening while they were at their meal, which they thought was fantastic. Because when you go out for a meal with your kids, you want to sit and relax and have a drink. You don't want to be stressed about your kids running around the restaurant or playing up. You want them entertained. So I used to entertain them for them, and the adults would be happy then. And I used to earn a lot of money in tips, a lot of money. I was on like 20, 30 quid an hour. It was madness, but I loved it. I loved making these people, even though they were just walking into a generic Pizza Express, I loved making them feel special. And that's what business is about. It doesn't matter whether you're a waitress, whether you work behind a till, or whether you run your own business. It's about making people feel special. Yeah, again, as I've already touched base with this one, it's just sharing your experiences, your ideas, and your advice with other business people without a catch. So, you know, other network marketers, other local businesses, anybody really. Just sharing your ideas, sharing the way that you do things. As I said, you're not giving anything secret away. You know, there's plenty of business out there for everybody. So go share what you do and how you are successful with these people, and they'll do the same to you. And it doesn't matter how good you are at your business, we're all learning. Even the top earners are always learning. So you've always got, if you've got a big network there, whether they're going to be a customer or join your team is irrelevant. They've always got something to offer you, and you've always got something to offer them. It doesn't always have to be about recruiting. I always carry a business card on me in my bag. I've got business cards in my car, and a catalogue where possible. There's always catalogues in my car. They won't actually fit in my handbag, but I try and have them where possible. That's not so I can just, you know, push them on people, but when conversations do come up, you know, people will ask. So I've got it there ready at that time when they ask, either for my contact details, or if they have asked a question about my business, I'll give them a card. Or leave a card on the table if I've been for a meal, something like that, and a catalogue too, as people ask me for the catalogue. If you've got one there and there, it's a lot easier than saying, oh yeah, I'll arrange to come back and see you. Social media, we all know I'm a Facebook nut, and what I do on Facebook is other network marketers, other local businesses, anyone running a business, if they've achieved something and they've written it on their Facebook, they're going on a trip, or they've managed to bag a customer or a contract, or they've got a car, they've got a new team member, whether they're in Clean Easy or any other network, in my team or any other team, or just running a general business, I'll comment, like, interact, congratulate them, and just generally support them. Basically, it's about, you know, again, it's about you're in a business, and it's about supporting other people in a business. And if you're coming across doing that, and you know, there's no point getting on Facebook and being like, oh no, Clean Easy are the best and everyone else is rubbish. It's just support everybody. We're all in the same boat. So just be genuine about that. Okay, so finally, I think this sums it up from our old Zig. Is if you can dream it, then you can achieve it. You will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. And that just about sums up my entire training. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. Has anyone got any questions?
Can I just add something there, Hayley?
Yeah, as long as you're going to be nice to me.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks very much. That was absolutely brilliant. It really was. Just before where it was now, I think it was slide 5, and you were talking about you know, the quality of relationships and all that. And you know my theory on relationships and the quality and everything like that. I saw something today which reminded me of what you reminded me of what you were saying. He said, overthinking ruins friendships and relationships. Overthinking creates problems you never had. Don't overthink, just overflow with good vibes. And I just thought that was pretty apt. And then you started talking about, you know, are people draining you, or are they adding to your are you adding to your business? So we talk about radiators and drains. You know, are you a radiator or are you a drain? Now, we as network marketers, we try to radiate as much positivity, as good energy as possible. And that's what they're the type of people we want to be around. Obviously, if we get people who drain us, people who are very, very negative of anything, and we don't really want those, you know. And I mean, I've cut out quite a lot of people out of my life as well since I've been a network marketer, for the good, I might add. And I've got better as well as a person from it, and the business has grown as well. And you started talking then about other network marketers. Do you know something? It won't be long before the vast majority of this country have another business, i.e. a multi-level marketing or network marketing business, because the government can't sustain everybody. So it can't sustain anybody, let alone everybody. There'll be no pensions out there. There'll be so many people who don't have pensions. And the more we can respect, and that's the key word, is respect. You know, we want to treat people as we want to be treated ourselves. And we're all in network marketing. we're not in Clean Easy or Avon or Pampered Chef or whoever else, whatever other company, because all the companies are good. They all have their own bad points and good points. I mean, it's just so happened that I believe Clean Easy is right for me at the time. I did when I start, and I still do now. But you know, we're all different at the end of the day, and the more we can respect each other and grow the industry as an industry, and the more people will be coming into our industry, and the more open our businesses will become, and the more receptive people will become to our businesses because they're familiar with the network marketing model. Would you agree?
I think, yeah, what you have to remember as well is that was basically my point. You put it, I'm not very good at putting things across, but what you always have to remember with these negative people is they are just people. They've got an opinion for a reason. I mean, a lot of people are brought up that way. They've all been brought up with the job base. They don't understand network marketing. So to completely write them off and say that they're negative and they're dragging you down, etc., they've just got an opinion at the end of the day, and they've been given that, and they've got that opinion for a reason. But network marketing, like you said, it is the future. And more people are becoming susceptible for it. So to just write them off is not a good idea. That's why I say just leave them in the background and just let it drip feed to them if they want to. Don't waste your time arguing with them about how wonderful network marketing is, etc., etc. And you know, but don't just write them off. Oh, they're just negative people. Some of them are genuinely negative. There are negative people in the world, but some of them, they just got an opinion. That's all.
You're right. I've been having a chat with somebody recently. I'm going to read you a couple of messages, and the reason I say this is because it goes on to your what you were talking about a little earlier about building relationships, even at any business. Well, this lady, we used to do business. My day job company used to do business with her, and I know her company because I know a dad who started the company off a long time ago, and I asked her to look at my DVD. So eventually she got to watch it, and she put, "Hi Nick, I had a look at your link, your Clean Easy link," and I thought, "Hey, oh, we've got one here." She went, "I've had the sound fixed on my computer. If I can think of anyone that might be interested, I'll let you know. Can't off the top of my head, but you never know who I might be talking to." She said she's got the gist. This is what I wrote. "Hi Amanda, appreciate your time. Thank you for your potential referral. By the way, did you spot me in the video?" So in other words, I'm at 10 minutes 52. Now I use that as an example. Did you spot me? So have you watched it all? I didn't get that far, Nick. I just got over 4 minutes, but I got the gist. Did you put in a good performance? I thought, right. So she's asked me to give her referral to one of my directors so that they can start, so we can buy products off her. And she's not done a favor for me. I've helped her in the past and she's not helped me. So she's not reciprocated that business. So the relationship's not brilliant there straight away. So I put 4 minutes. Oh, okay. Thanks anyway. I'm not sure you did get the gist. I'm not looking for Clean Easy catalog distributors. And then she starts saying, well, what in words, blah, 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 blah. So she doesn't get it. But the relationship's been strained a little bit there because I did something that was very valuable to her and her business, and she only got 4 minutes into a video that she said she'd watch. And that kind of hits the nail on the head. You've got to respect everyone else's business.
Yeah, very true.
But anyway, thank you very much. It was brilliant.